Definitely, guys. My suggestion is try to understand. If you feel difficult, write in your book that particular topic. I need to focus more time on this. Like that, you need to write. Okay, at least what I'm trying to say, at least you should. Where is the topics and all? Yeah, at least you try to understand these many topics are there in Kubernetes. That's it. In that case, definitely you will be focused on each content after some time. Don't forget these many topics. Same thing in every tool. Don't forget the topics. If you forget inside the content, no problem. The topics, if you remember, means definitely someday you can, if someone may ask, RBAC. I didn't discuss. RBAC is tomorrow class, last class. So, okay, RBAC is there. I know something. At least that will help you to show some, create some interest in you to go through that content. If you don't know what is RBAC, I didn't discuss something. If someone is talking about RBAC, you can say, I don't know the topic. That's what. At least you will try to remember this topic so that at least someone discuss any one of the topic in this content. Definitely, okay, that day I have already gone through this. At that time, definitely some interest will create in you to learn that. If completely unknown thing is, definitely no one can show interest. So many things are pending my end. Okay, after that I will show, I will discuss, I will just look on this here. So that's what, don't forget this content first. Okay. So we can discuss config map and secret. Let me share my screen. Okay, these concepts are very important, what we learned till now. So some few things are pending, are back. So you tell me, guys, did we discuss all the things are not here? What are the things pending here? Hmm? Yeah, very good. Sir, tell one thing, how to manage job, training sessions, family, friends, and more. This is very typical question for me. Seriously, this is very, very typical question for me, for my case. So I'm unable to show my calendar here since it is my personal device. If you show my calendar, every half an hour, 1 hour between there is a 1 half-an-hour call. In 8 hours, so my entire time spent 4 hours for only calls to guidance, take the guidance, give the guidance. And even yesterday, one call got scheduled, some migration project got scheduled. That migration project, Friday midnight, it will start from 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. It will end Saturday night 12 o'clock. 24 hours continuous call. In this time, maybe any time anyone can call. I will give my response. So I'm unable to show here. Then call here. That's what some cases. So this question is very valid question. So for my end, it's very typical question. Okay. So anyway. Okay. So if you can see here, so 31st May, 12 a.m. The call will start 12 a.m. and 21 hours, 30 minutes. They have given gap for only 2.5 hours for me. What I will do? In this time, we have a group teams. In this time, anyone can join directly. No intimation. We need to keep on track our teams. If anyone join, we'll get a notification. Immediately we'll join and give the support and take the support. Like that. There is no proper intimations again. They have already scheduled the call for 22 hours approximately. If you can see the above call, that is tomorrow. Start from 1:30 p.m. and at 10 night 10:30 p.m. Continuous 10 hours, 30 minutes. So anytime anyone can join. Definitely I can give my support. Sometimes there may be a relief Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. Something related Azure migration, Azure VMs by using Ansible. And yeah, hypothetical answer. So I think no need to explain, Karan Kumar. This calendar will show you. So some cases like this, we can't say anything. Some cases, as I said, my friend, right? They don't have any calls. They don't have any work. I'm keep on observing from the last 2 years. Only work is for only 1 hour every day. Run the pipeline, stop the pipeline. But package is same. No difference. That's what. Luck. Anyway. Even if you learn cloud or DevOps, still they're expecting something from you. Do you have a knowledge on Python? Do you have a knowledge on Java? So how many things we can learn? I'm not understanding. Still, my question is, as a DevOps engineer, how many things I need to learn? So many tools are there, right? They can ask question from any one of the tool. That's what we need to spend 4 months, 5 months here. If I close the session 45 days, definitely the 46th day, you will lose all hopes on DevOps. What you can learn in the 45 days, first of all? Is it possible to learn in Terraform in 2 days? Is it possible to learn Kubernetes in 3 days? Still, I think 15th day, 14th day, still we are learning Kubernetes. I don't know how they can complete, how students can receive, how they can perform an interview. Definitely, is it 100% zero hopes from the training? Definitely. Still, I'm thinking no, 4 months also enough for me. I need to think, need to extend 15 days again. So we have started our batch Jan 30 or Jan 31st. So I think only 2 days left to reach 4 months, right? Still, I feel something is pending. So 4 months also not enough. In this case, I need to extend 4.5 or 5 months. Admin is not giving permission to extend even 4 months. So they saying, no, you can finish in 100 days only. That is your last. Okay, I can say, okay, you can skip the things. If the student is complaint anything, you can take care. This is my simple answer. By the way, student will not give any complaint. 100 days also, if you can see the strength here, we have started at 120 members. Now closely 50, 70 already. No need to expand, right? Yeah. But they will realize after some time, due to some reasons, they will just, due to some reasons, happen is happen, sir. When the new batch will start. This message I'm getting every day. When the new batch is starting, sir. Like that. Anyway, I can understand. At least strong in 2, 3 tools. When I say 2, 3 tools, not Git, Maven, Sonar. Okay. No help. When I say three tools, at least strong, Terraform, Kubernetes, Docker. At least. Jenkins, the mandatory one. If you want to configure these three, Jenkins mandatory one. AWS is a mandatory one. These five are important at least. You will get more questions on these tools only. Okay. Still they're asking, do you have knowledge on database, PostgreSQL? Same thing, it is not for only DevOps engineers. It is for only developers also. Developers also, nowadays, they're every interview, they're expecting DevOps knowledge also from the developers. Do you know knowledge on Jenkins? Do you know knowledge on Kubernetes? Same feeling from their end also. It is not for only developers and DevOps and developers and also. They're also feeling the same thing. DevOps and DSA. Still, no quality persons are there in the organization. Still, I can say that. Okay. Still organizations looking aggressively for quality candidates. This is true. Okay, config map and secrets. So guys, config map and secrets. For example, okay, for automation testers, DevOps is mandatory. Automation testing is just 10%, DevOps is 90%. For DevOps, maybe automation testing is mandatory in that course. For automation testing, if you put DevOps is mandatory, means they need to learn 90%. Understand? From the developers' point of view, DevOps is mandatory means they need to learn at least two important tools from their end. One is Terraform, one is Kubernetes. They don't know. Docker they can manage since they work with code, right? So if they know the instructions of the Docker instructions of 10 instructions are there from, run, add, they can easily understand since they have developed the code, right? From we can take the image. So then you can run, then create a directory, move your source code. They can easily understand, but they don't know Kubernetes. This is very clear. They need to learn. Same thing, Terraform also they don't know. Zero knowledge. So here we can show our stuff. Docker, if you show some 100% also no use. The reason developers also know that. Understand? Terraform, they don't know. The reason they don't know cloud. I mean, they don't know means if they learn, they know. Developers designation point of I'm saying that. Huh? Yeah. Same thing. You can also learn Python. You can know Python also, right? Yeah. Same thing. Our end, their end, the only difference is if you're strong in core DevOps tools, Terraform, Kubernetes. And Ansible also, if you know, they don't know Ansible also. But they can understand easily Docker file. They can understand Git compare with, they can understand very well Git. The reason they work more closely Git every day. Push, pull, something. You work very less on the Git. But if they face any issue in the Git, they will contact you only. Understand in that case, you should learn more them. So here, developers are enter into the your tool Git. And developers enter into the Docker. See, no need to explain Maven. They easily can understand Maven. And finally, SonarQube, they can easily understand SonarQube. They know the reason they have written the code, they are testing the code. So four tools already they are occupied, right? Then you have only Ansible, Terraform, Kubernetes. If you show more here, then you can show the difference you and your developer. Okay. Otherwise, they will easily, no need to explain, right? They will occupy your place in your project. I know what they're doing. So I can easily handle. If they give some just hint to your manager, right? No need to explain, right? Oh, easy. Let me set up a call. Immediately they will show their skills, managing skills. Again, he's just informed to your further manager. I think our developer do DevOps activities also. Then can we, the hint will go to next level. You will get they call. They will say simply, do you have any other offers in your hand? No, only this one only. Actually, what I'm thinking, you can understand at the time. So that situation will not face in the future means definitely you should show your skills in your core areas. Okay. Sir, I know Git very well. What is the use? Everyone knows. Sir, I know Maven very well. Okay. Our developer also know. Docker files I can write. Our developer also will write. Sir, I know 100% good knowledge in Kubernetes. This is the valid point. Okay. This is very helpful for me. I'm mastered in Terraform. I have good knowledge on cloud. I can write Ansible playbooks. Okay, these are the well and good. I can set up any monitoring system. These are also very good. So here you can show your skills. Same thing, developer side also, it will apply. Understand? You simply write a code, ChatGPT will give directly code. If you can go ChatGPT, I will ask, you can, nowadays you can write simply codes also, right? If you know the requirement, 10% knowledge of Python, you can write a code. No need, it depends on developers now. Simply, if you understand the requirement, you can put that understanding into ChatGPT, it will give a code. Again, the code is giving any error, copy the error and paste it to the same page. It will give the solution also. So this is never ending process. Okay, understand now? Don't be panic here. Situations is same for everyone, not only for DevOps, not only for DevOps. In this case, you can think what about testers? What about support engineer roles? Nothing they will do. Support what they will do? Already developed area. You can go and check. That is very panic situation. We don't know what they did. We need to understand. We need to test it. If they ask, I'm unable to understand, they will not give prior response to you. You need to understand the system. You need to understand the system. You need to do your activities. So better if you get any opportunity for development end, first go any one of the project development end. Then you can go any role, no problem. You can understand. Directly you can go for support role. You don't know what's going on in the back end. Yeah. Manager will not give high leave, but he'll eagerly waiting to release from the project. Yeah, definitely. IT companies, they know how to use. First of all, they will, if any work is pending in your end, definitely they will say good points in front of you. Companies looking for you to, yes, like give a hike or promoting to next level till get your work. Once complete your work, no manager will call you. This is very clear. That's what. Don't love company, love your work. That's it only. Your work will give you next platform. Company will not give anything. Don't connect emotionally for your company. This is very clear. My company, my project, 14 members. 14 members. Now only one person. 13 members already laid off. Different reasons. Now I work with directly client. The projects also gone. Only 3 projects. They think manage with me the 3 projects. They're doing same thing only. That's what 21 hours, 20 hours calls. The same work before we managed 4 members. Now only one person. We don't know the situation how it like. I love my work. That's why still I'm in the company. I still know I'm not connected I mean emotionally attached to any company. Now my company say you can go immediately. I will go. I don't have any issue. I will get job in 1 week. I know my stamina. Okay. So same thing I can say. If you love your work, no need to panic in any situation. You will get a job definitely. Number of openings are there still in the market. They are looking for quality persons. If you learn in that level, definitely will get a job. Don't listen other words again. I'm saying that fresher 2 years, it's very difficult to job means it is not like that. If you have a good knowledge, see, you believe or not, my company, one of the team, the person having only 2.5 years experience, only 2.5 years experience, his package 38 lakhs, only 2.5 years experience. The person came to give interview also for as a trainer here. They are rejected since you have only 2.5 years of experience. Naresh is rejected that as a trainer, my friend. But companies hired. They know good, he know good knowledge. He worked 2 years completely on the tools from the scratch, from the development. That's what he gained that knowledge. Simple. So here package, experience, no relations at this time. If you have a good knowledge, if you give good performance in the interview, they will take. That's it only. They will not think you have only 2 years, only 3 years, only 4 years. He is having 2.5 years while when his hiring time only is 2 years. 38 lakhs. You can check in Instagram also. His name is Shiva. He is my connection also. Anyway, so like that. So in your end also it will apply. Don't be panic. It will be okay. So coming to the point now, config map and secrets. What is config map and secret? We can understand. Just we can pass the env variables only, the username and password into your MySQL pod. Is Priyanka Insta? My Insta, my last scene, I think last 1 year. I didn't check my Insta till now. What's going on there also? So go for LinkedIn only, not Insta. Okay. So let's go to my instance now. You just start the practice from the scratch. Still, I will give my support into the Telegram group. If you stuck anywhere, no problem. You can share your question with your colleagues. Still, it is not rectified. You can directly point out. I mean, just hit to me then the personally Telegram group. I will take care. No problem. Anyway, just leave it for all the things. Now, if you can see here, I'm going to talk about uh, config map and secret. If you can see here the config map and secret. And before that, for example, let me take any one of the deployment.yaml here. Okay, let's go here. Which deployment it is? Because this is a different one. Okay. Yeah. CD config map secrets ls. So I'll directly go for mysql.yaml. Okay, this is my mysql.yaml. This is the pod deployment. So if you can see here, my deployment is MySQL. Okay. Let's go for cat. Yeah, go to paint. So okay. Okay, if you can see here, our focus is on only credentials in that case. Yeah. Okay. If you can see here, this especially for env variables. If you can say these many env variables. Okay. So this we can know, right? Till here we know, right? The labels and recreate strategy. And if you can see container, this is MySQL container. And here, if you can see, let me paste again. Yeah. If you can see here, env variables. These many env variables, right? So if you observe here, four things are there here. The first one is what? MySQL root password. The second one is what? MySQL some database. The third one is what? MySQL user. The fourth one is what? MySQL password. Here something is missing. MySQL root user. By default, it will be root. No need to define. That's what. But here, I'm defining my user also. The respective user password also I'm defining here. If you want to create one more user, create one more block for user, create one more password for that user. Is that clear? Okay. So here two things are there. Values from, if you observe values from, one is for secret, one is for config map, one is for config map, one is for secrets. Config map reference, secret key reference. What is the meaning here? Definitely these values are coming from secrets and config map, right? In that config map, I need to define these values. Actually, first we write a config map, write a secrets, those we can define here. That is the actual process. But better clarity, I'm showing this process only. Okay. Now in my config map, definitely, wait, it is got stuck in my end. Okay. Yeah. If you can see here, in my config map, the value is taking from where? MySQL database. This key value taking from config map, the name of MySQL database. What is the actual name of database? It will call from there only. It is there in that. Same thing. Secrets. We can see the secrets now. What is my MySQL password? What is your MySQL password here? We don't know, right? MySQL password, it is calling from secrets. And which name? This secrets name, this is metadata name, secrets metadata name. In this secrets metadata name, my key is for MySQL user password. There you have defined actual password. Is that clear? Okay, let me copy paste my MySQL password. VI secret.ml. Copy. Let's move to paint. Yeah. So this is my secrets, secret.ml. In this case, how many things are there in my secrets? Two, right? Two values from. Okay. In the two things you can see here, I'm calling from these two areas. Okay. So if you can see here, MySQL root password. Here, MySQL user password is the one secret. MySQL is there a root password? Yeah, here. Total, how many secrets? This is one. This is config map. This is config map. This is one. Total, two secrets. One secret MySQL root password is calling from MySQL root password, right? This value will take from here. And one MySQL user password, this. How to call the secrets? Secret key reference. What is the name of the secrets? MySQL secrets. This is reference of secret. Clear? Like that we need to do. For example, if you want to write one more secret here, how to write here? Just add one more third line here. And use in your deployment, secret reference, metadata name. In that, you have to use the which key you have defined. Here are two different keys, right? One is for root password, one is for user password. Same thing apply for config map also. Okay, let's go to config map also. Okay. Yeah. Now in this case, how many blocks are there in the data block? How many data blocks are there here? Two. Same like secrets, right? In this case, definitely these two data blocks we have given in your deployment HTML, right? So if you can see, one is for database, one is for user. So for user, it will take from where? Here. For a database, it will take from here. So here we have defined the name of the metadata name of the MySQL config. Same like, but reference is config map key reference. The name, it will fix config map key reference. For the secrets, secret key reference. For config map reference. That's it. Is that clear? So now if you can see, I'm calling my MySQL deployments. I'm calling these values from my config map and secrets. Or you can define here also directly value. No need to define directly. You can give name is MySQL user, right? Under you can write a value colon, give the directly password also, no problem. So instead of writing here, I'm just calling from there only. Is that clear? Config map and secrets. Okay. And you tell me, guys, there is a volume section, right? What type of volume it is? Dynamic or static, or what type of static? Static, static only. It is a host volume, host attachment volume. So there is no any storage class, first of all. There is no here, if you can see, only persistence volume climb is only there. So definitely persistence volume climb is there, means it will create first what? PV, then PVC, then we can attach. If it is a storage class, I mean EBS volume, we can create a storage class. From that PVC will create. From the PVC we can attach on your deployment.ml. Okay, and no need to focus static EBS. First we can create EBS volume. That is not at all important. Okay, so definitely in this case, PV already created my end. That's what I'm not creating again. Maybe my end is created. If I'm getting an error, I will create first PV, then I can create this process. Okay, kubectl, apply -f. Okay, all are unchanged. Now kubectl, get PV. Oh, so many there. Okay, kubectl, first I will check my PVC is there or not. So that if it is a pending mode, we have issue. So kubectl get PVC. Okay, this is this one, I think. Let me go and check my file. CD, okay. ls vi pvpvc.ml. So my PV is what here? MySQL PV. My climb is MySQL PV climb. Both are there in the same file. So in this, where is this one, right? Okay, MySQL PVC climb. So now kubectl get pods. Okay, on which pod it is created? Okay, unchanged means already running. Okay, what I can do? Kubectl delete -f dot. Okay, delete it first. Now kubectl get pods. Okay, if you can see my end, my deployment is deleted, right? No. Which one it is deleted? Config map secrets deployment MySQL is deleted, right? Why it's still running? Okay, let me check the my metadata name. vi deploy.ml ls. So vi mysql.ml. We can check the metadata name here. MySQL only. So MySQL 0, MySQL 1, MySQL 2. Why it is creating? Okay, I think one more come out here. ls cd headless vi mysql.ml. Okay, I will delete from here. We can see kubectl delete -f. Okay, anyway, it is deleted. Let me check kubectl get pods now. Okay, MySQL is deleted. So my deployment also will verify from where it is created. lscd stateful kubectl delete -f all. Okay. So any other things? cd volumes ls kubectl delete -f all. Okay, something is deleted. ls headless nginx stateful set static cd static ls kubectl delete -f. Okay, nothing is there. Okay, let's cool now. We can go to config map now. So before that, kubectl get pods we can give here. Okay, anyway, these are different one. So I'm going to apply my one now. cd config map secrets ls. So kubectl apply -f dot. Yeah, kubectl get pods. So this one is running, right? 7 seconds. Okay. So now I'm going to log in that. Now I'm going to log in that first. So I haven't defined any replicas. That's what only created only one, if you observe or not. So anyway, so we need to understand it will work or not to log in first. So how to log in the pod? exec -it, take this pod here. So this focus is only for config and secrets, not for any other thing. Okay, just leave it for that. Bin bash. I mean, my inside MySQL pod now. So in MySQL pod, I need to run queries only, right? Not for other things. How to connect MySQL? The command is MySQL -u username and -p. My username is what here? No, two users are there. I can log in through root. I can log in through user also. So so I have given user also, right? What is the name? We don't know, right? Username. So, okay, let me take a duplicate tab here. Again, why we need to log in. So take a duplicate tab here. Okay. ls cd config. This is duplicate tab. Huh? So where should I check? User details I have given here. My user is what? Admin. What about my password, guys? Where should I check? Secrets, right? vi secrets. So this password is in which format? Encoded one. I need to decode. So two passwords are there. But if you can see two passwords are same I have given, no problem, you can give, right? So I can decode this one. How to decode? You can go for decode there, or you can run a simple command decode pipe and give this also. Or you can give here decode. So paste here, decode. Password also password. So let's go there now. This is the command to log in. This is the command to log in your MySQL. Still you are not inside the MySQL, inside the bash only. Now you can go to MySQL. The command is MySQL -u. You should give the username here. My username is admin. And -p you should give only and give enter. It will ask the password. You can give the password is password I have given. You can give anything. I'm inside of MySQL now. I'm inside of my MySQL pod now. So if I want to check the databases, what is the query? Databases, show databases only. Show databases. Give the column. So these many databases are there. What is MyDB here? We have created one database also, right? There, go there. So this is secrets, right? See, you have given MyDB, right? That DB also created inside the MySQL. Okay. Now tell me, guys, how to create query, simple query. You are not here, right? Here. I can create database also. Create database, give some test. Okay, no problem. I have login through user, right? I can log in through root now. Exit from here. Still you are in bash only, right? Now again give MySQL -u. This time root -p. Okay. Now create database. Query is okay, right? Show databases. Data, sorry. See, test is also there now. Okay. Now, for example, guys, no need to create table also. If you want to create a table also, there is no big deal. We can take a simple syntax. Create MySQL table. So go to here. You can create any table, no problem. Copy, go to Notepad. What I need to add here? Test, database name. Okay, create table, copy. Very okay, right? So how to get the table details? Select star from test dot persons, capital P, right? Persons, it's case sensitive, right? Empty set. Nothing is there inside the records, right? So how to get the table details? Describe. Table details. Anyway, okay, I'm not going to confuse you anyway. If you can see, my test is created or not, DDB. So for example, guys, let's go here. kubectl get pods. Okay, kubectl delete pod. Pod deleted. Okay, so kubectl apply -f deploy.yml mysql.yml again created. So anyway, this connection will now we cannot do anything. So it is already okay. Here show databases. So even okay, you are in the root, sorry. Okay, it is already existed whenever pod is deleted. Okay. Okay. So now what I need to do again? I need to log in my new pod, right? So to log in new pod, how to log in? Okay, this is my new pod, right? kubectl restart 3 times. Okay, kubectl ls. Okay, kubectl apply -f mysql.yml. Now we can change we kubectl get pods. Okay, so we can delete everything. Now we can apply. kubectl describe pod Copy, paste it here. We can go there. Okay, we can see the error here. Persistence volume climb not found. This is the error. Persistence volume climb not found means, so the pod is unable to land in your persistence volume climb. Okay. Okay, MySQL 8.0 already present in this image. So backup I'm getting. Okay. So MySQL.yaml already present 8.0. Backup restarting the failed container in MySQL. Okay. So kubectl get PVC. So this should be delete first. So kubectl delete -f dot. Now we can go. It will take some time. Deleted, right? Deleted, yes. Kubectl get PV. Okay, this one was related. Kubectl get pods. Now no MySQL, right? Excuse me. So it is taking crash, the error we are getting, right? So the reason the MySQL image already present, it is using somewhere. That's what I'm getting this error, this deployment. So in this case, what I can do, let me try one more time. Otherwise, I need to delete this first. Apply -f dot. kubectl get pods. Okay, now it is running fine after delete the PVC. So now kubectl exec-N.I.T connect this pod, copy, paste, bin bash. Okay, we are here, right? Now MySQL -u. So root -p, enter, give the password. Show databases. Test will be there. Why? We deleted volume, but this will become how? Anyone? Secrets, huh? That is okay. Okay. Old message. This is. Tell me why. In the volume, if you can go in the volume, PVC, go to volumes. DB created outside the node. Who said? DB created inside the node only, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go to my connect. If no, until delete the node. See, we have deleted what? Your climb, not node, right? The climb still volume will be stored, right? Understand the logic here? You have created one PV, guys. The PV stored on where? Your node. You are climb the node. You are not deleting the PV. Understand? When the volume will lose, if you delete the node only, right? Climb means what? You are using that volume. Once you create a data, the data already stored in PV, right? The PV stored on node, right? You removed what? Climb. Not for entire node, right? Again, if you are using same volume means the existing data it will take, right? We are using same volume for the this MySQL also, right? Not for different. So definitely it will take and use the same existing volume. The static node path, what is the disadvantage? Only node will be deleted, only we have a drawback. That's what we just gone for other process, that is EBS volume. If the node will be deleted, even the volume come back from EBS volume. But here node is not deleted, pod only deleted. If pod will be deleted, volume also delete means there is no use for volumes concept. The will go for temporary volume. Why we are why we are opt for this process to give the persistence volume claim only, right? Persistence volume means by default the pod or container not a persistence volume. If the container will delete, if the pod will delete, volume also will be deleted. To overcome that, we have taken this approach, volumes approach. The volumes approach on the static node path or volumes on the EBS volume. So I haven't removed node. I have removed just climb for my previous use. Again, I'm creating means what? This node, this pod will take the, where is the path? It will store the data from the existing volume only. This, in this case, can I give this PV to different pod? Is that possible? Can I give this pod to different? My volume already bound on the some PVC, right? Can you bound other pod also? Can you give one EBS volume to two instances? Same process right here also. Just leave it for pod. If you have any confusion, go for EBS volume. EBS volume we can attach for one instance. Same EBS volume if we attach for one more instance, is there any use? Both instances can access same volume, right? Here also my volume already occupied with my one pod. If you try to give same pod, definitely you will get an error. The volume already bound on for a specific pod. Understand? So this volume can use for only this pod only, not for other pod. So now your volume already occupied with pod, right? One more pod is trying to use, it will not see while communicating PVC time, your PV already registered for one more PVC. You should create one more PV for this. Understand? We should create our PV separately for separate deployment. We should not use the same PV for all deployments. If you use the same PV for all the deployment, same concept, one volume can attach for multiple EC2 instance. This is not possible, so here also not possible. Is that clear? One volume we cannot attach to multiple pods, different deployment MLs. You can use this pod, this volume, no problem. We can increase the size, we can decrease the size. Whatever PV you have registered 5 GB, 10 GB, you can use the 10 GB for your pod only, not for other pod. Is that clear? Okay. Each pod need, again confusion. Each pod means same application, right? Why different pod? If you are giving different means again stateful set, right? Each pod different volume taking means one pod is there different data, one pod is there different data, one pod is different data. I mean, I'm talking about replica here. Replica means same application will be there, right? Same application, only one volume should be there, not different volumes. Different volumes will be there. Again, the process will start. Maybe the volume stored for one pod is different, second pod volume different, third pod volume different, means data inconsistency will come again. But you need to understand, the pod comes from the same application. If, for example, my replica is one, taking one pod. If my replica is three pods also use same volume, right? We no need to create each replica one different volumes, right? Understand here. My deployment already occupied one volume. If you try to create one more deployment for the same volume, you will get definitely error. Your volume already bound on the different pod. Same like your EBS volume, try to attach to your EC2 instance. Your EBS volume is not free. Available means only can attach. But if you can see here, kubectl get PV. If you observe or not, if I give kubectl get PV, is there any available PV? But while creating PV first time, we can see available, right? In that case, you can allocate any PVC for that PV. That PVC we can call any deployment. That deployment can use this PV since it is available. Now it is bind. So now it is see here. PV Nginx is available, right? You can attach any one of the PVC for this, no problem. But MySQL PV is bound, right? We cannot attach to anyone. Same thing if you can go for EBS volumes. For example, guys. Okay, my all EBS volumes, if you can see here, only so many available volumes are there. I can attach this volume to any one instance, no problem. Since it is available. For example, green indicates what? In use. Can I attach this volume to any instance? Already it is bound. Understand the logic here. The same logic. If the volume is available, until available, you can use for any deployment. If volume is not available, what you can do? Create volume for your case also. Create PV. That's it. Yeah, this is the logic. Clear now? Config map and secret, how to log in MySQL, how to create the records inside. So this is config map and secret, how to maintain consistent data from the volumes. This is the logic. Now, very, very important. I'm going to start one concept here. I don't know if you are able to understand or not, but this is a little tricky one. So I will, in the coming days, I'm going to plan one project on this also, that is stateful set. So nowhere is not available. I'm working on it. I don't have much time to do that. So if I get any time, I will do stateful set project also. Okay. What is stateful set? Stateful set is nothing but we can get the state of the pod. If you delete the pod, it will create same pod. Now you tell me in the pod, if you insert the records, if you delete, you will get same records, right? Is that clear? Yeah. So if you delete read replica, if you delete master also, no problem. Same data will be there, different pod. Is that clear, right? Okay. And the stateful set will get a same name. Okay. Now I'm going to start headless service. Anyone doubts on this config map and secrets? Okay, one thing I forget here actually. So if you observe here, we config map secrets. Sorry. If you observe here, here MySQL root password is there, right? The name. Can I give any name? Different name? Environmental variable name. Can I use different name? Okay. You are saying yes, right? Let's go to, this is what? MySQL pod. I'm taking MySQL image from where? Docker Hub. Let's go to Docker Hub. MySQL Docker Hub image. Come little down. Go to environmental variables here. Okay. See here. What is the environmental variable for MySQL root password? You should give the same name. You are using not custom image. You are using existing image. So they have already configured this name for root password, this name for database, this name for user, this name for custom password. You should give the same names, not different names. Okay. So the configuration, the background, the root password, some configuration they have created on the environmental variables. So if you can use the same environmental variable name only, it can call the username. This is Docker image, not for your database. Okay. So we should give like this only. Clear? So MySQL root password, MySQL database, MySQL user, MySQL password. 4 I have given. MySQL root password, MySQL database, MySQL user, MySQL password. Same I use here. So same if you work with PostgreSQL, for example, go for PostgreSQL database, check the username, root password, environmental variable. You can pass in your config map secrets. Is that clear? If you are using MongoDB, same MongoDB also. Whatever DB it is, go for official page in the Docker Hub, see the environmental variable names, pass it here only. Username, password, your wish, but value should be same. Key name should be same. Environmental variables. Why? I'm calling here env. Is that clear? Yeah. So tomorrow is the last class for Kubernetes. Okay. And yes, I'm going to show one project. The project, when I say I'm not going to show each stage, I will show that directly how to deploy, how to connect front and back end and something only. But in your case, what you need to do, deploy that instance by using Terraform and configure a Sonar queue, configure some any Trivy and Trivy also I will show you now. Trivy and something you can configure all tools. Okay. That already you know, right? Yeah. So document also there. I will show you the result, deployment and something. But that deployment you can do by using Argo CD, by using Jenkins, whatever variations we have. Okay. And documents already prepared. 3 projects, 3 documents, different. One is Node.js, one is Maven, one is Python. So we already done 90% projects, same projects only, but little difference. 3 tier architectures are there in that. I mean, how Kubernetes will communicate front end to back end to DB. That is the intention. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Now, what concept? Okay. Okay. Before that, I will show you what is Trivy for 10 minutes and jump onto that headless service if I have a time. So we don't have much time to discuss, I think, headless service. So today we can stick on only Trivy. Okay. Yeah. Trivy is very simple, guys. Only run one command. That's it only in your Docker. So Trivy is a vulnerability scanning of your image. Is there any risk vulnerabilities are there? Same like Sonar Cube. Okay. So simple. For example, first we need to install the Trivy. And if you want to check the Trivy document, you can go here at Trivy. So Trivy is the most popular open source security scanner and use Trivy to find vulnerabilities and whatever. Vulnerabilities means any risk are there in that your image. I mean, is it safe from hackers or not? Is there any hard coded values are there in your source code? From the source code only the image will create, right? So is there any things are there? Directly it will track an image. It will give us some result. So list of vulnerabilities, severity, it will give. From that we can intimate to the developers. So in your code already Sonar is scanned, right? If anything is missed in the Sonar and vulnerabilities, it will scan here also vulnerabilities, especially trees for vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities means is there any risk from the hackers? So SonarQube will give the code quality. More area is code quality. Here we can see the vulnerabilities. Okay. So in this tree, just scan the image only. Just scan the image. It will give us some report to you. That report we can verify and we can inform to developers. Okay. Yeah. So Trivy is a scanner of image to give the vulnerabilities. That's it only. So in this case, first I need to install Trivy. Okay. This is the command to install Trivy. I'm using a RPM package. So go to your, excuse me. Yeah, go to here, CD back, Docker images. So my end already Nginx image is there, right? I'm going to scan Nginx images. Okay. So for that, I need to give Trivy, just image, give Nginx. Before that, what you need to do? Install Trivy. So Trivy. So we can see Trivy version. Okay. So now what I can do now, I can run the Trivy. What is my image? Nginx. In this case, your image also you can give any image. Docker build after that we can Trivy run means your image after build we can see the image here, right? That image we can scan by using Trivy only. In the Jenkins pipeline, when we can use the Trivy? After Docker build only, right? After Docker build only we can see the image. That image you are going to scan by using Trivy. So you have to give the exact image name. For example, you have created custom image. The custom image you have to give if there is any tag, latest tag, or is there any version number, you have to give the number also. Otherwise, Trivy will give image unable to find. For example, if you give engine only, what error will get? Maybe it is taking failed image scan error, unable to initialize the scanner, unable to initialize the image. So image is wrong. So what I can do now? If you can see, these are the reports. So they're giving some vulnerabilities here, if you can see here. So definitely we'll get high risk. The reason, this is public image. We shouldn't use in our project, right? That's what something, if you can see high risk also, their vulnerabilities. Custom image, I don't think so we'll get any high priorities. The reason custom image only you are using, no one can use. Understand? See, I too don't know this one. What is this one actually? So we need to work on this. Actually, what is this one and all? Anyway, just we can generate the report only from the this preview. So we need to work on this. What is high priority for this? See, memory leak. Okay, this side is only there the report actually. This is only for indication. This is the problem here. Okay, let's go to the top. Where it's got stuck. Okay, we can do one thing also, guys. We can generate this report in your local also. So this is not correct to check here the things. It is not going to move further. So what I can do, go to Control C here. So different actions. Tar command. So here, okay, nothing is there here. Control C, yeah. So we can do one thing. We can download this report by using this format. Okay, JSON. Format JSON, we will get this report, your image. Format JSON, trivy report.json. You can give any name here. So trivy image. Detecting Debian vulnerabilities. Detected OS. So here, if you can see, LS report is generated here, local. So you can go to the cat command, trivy. If anything is issue, is not our responsibility. Just we are generating a remote report only like a sonar cube only. Okay. So we can share this report into that. Our architects. So these many things it will give. Yeah, we can integrate mail ID also. We can integrate mail ID in the Jenkins pipeline. You can configure the mail ID. You can push that report into there also. If required, I will send that. We have already done that one also. Okay, see here we can see the report, the entire in the which format it is. JSON we have given JSON, right? So we can verify here. This is the reference. Okay, this is the vendor severity. Severity is medium. Just a minute, guys. Hello. Hello. Sorry, not interested. Okay, so like that we can generate the report after scan the tree. So also we will get one more format if you want to go with that format also. Little understandable. JQ format. You can run. So this is your JSON name, right? Whatever name you have generated, I'm just giving the JQ format. If you can give here the same name, it will give like this way. So first install Trivy and Docker images, copy. Okay. This is the story about Trivi. That's it. No need to focus much. There is a message on vulnerable remediation team is there is an OS. Yeah, they can do. Yes. OS team. UI. For what? Trivi? No. It's not like any UI. Just will get the report only. Okay. Sandbox. Image scan, Terraform code scan, source code scan, we can do it. But we are using specially for Trivi only for image scan. The reason it will give vulnerabilities. Source code, we can go for SonarQube, we will get a better UI. That's what. Okay. But Sonar will not give any image scan platform like Trivi. Vulnerabilities it will not give. It will give vulnerability. That's what we are both we can configure. Even projects, I'm not using anywhere Trivi. ECR scan is there, right? Inside we can use the ECR scan, the same image. Yeah. Someone security for which one? Which they can go to hack? Image or source code or what? The securities it will come into the picture, right? So how others can come into your project? We can define who can access your architectures. We can define who can access something and that, right? If you give public access to your for example, you tell me one thing. So if you can give access for the application, how to give to public? Load balancer. Load balancer, especially it is a service. It is not a server. So no one can log in your application. But the thing here, the hackers can hack your application, not to into your project. They can hack in the where the request is going to some target, right? Client to server end, right? The request is going in the form of packets, right? Maybe in the middle, anyone can hack your request in the journey. In this case, we will deploy SSL certificates. That SSL certificates, no one can hack. The client and server end, we can provide an encryption. So whoever having the certificate in the receiver end only, they can access that, especially for that application. So, if anyone want to access that, certificates will give the production SSL, TLS and SSL, right? Yeah. Okay, so we have a 3 minutes of time. I'll just give the some heads up to you. So what is headless? Guys, you tell me only one thing. Cluster IP will work like load balancer or not? If I ask this intro question to you, what is your answer? Definitely I will ask this type of questions only if I'm in the panel. I will not ask what is worker nodes, what is service, this type of questions. See, I'm not asking internal communication, external communication. Will it work like a load balancer or not? Work like a load balancer. It is not a load balancer. Yes, I know. Work like a load balancer or not? Hmm? Agreed or not? So in this case, okay, you are saying no, right? Okay, let me draw the architecture quickly. This is front end. This is back end. This is DBN. Just compare with your AWS architecture. So front end you can put into auto scaling group, right? No problem. Load balance also we can use, right? Here also we can use auto scaling group. Here also we can use load balancer also, right? No problem, right? What about here? No. The reason? Redirecting into different instances, your load balancer, but master should be only one, right? So definitely your target, your application should know your target. There is no confusions. There is no other choices to go here or here or no, only you should go only the target end. You should go only master end if there is any write operations. In this case, you tell me guys, okay, this is very clear. I'll just remove here. Okay. Here to here, how the system can communicate? Front end to back end. Internal communication, right? Internal communication we can use cluster IP only. Okay, internal communication we can use cluster IP. So internally it will go any one of the pod, right? If you, okay, you tell me guys, for example, this is external IP, external access. Instead of cluster IP, you are using node port, for example. But anyway, this is also service, right? This service, you have a different pods. Do you know which pod will get the response if I access node port? Do we know? If no, right? May you will get response from any one of the node port. This is okay, stateless application, no problem. If it is, if you enable node port service for the database, here if you can give the options like this, what happened? Data consistency will come right again. Inconsistency, why? It will send traffic any one of the pod, but no, it should go only one pod. That is master pod. If it will go any one of the pod, maybe in this read replica will be there, master will be there. If it will send the request to read replica, that is not correct. Same like RDS concept, right? So in this case, definitely, okay, we know if I use the node port, the request will go here or here or here. This request, these guys can access, right? Users can access. For example, in place of node port, if I give cluster IP, what is the difference here? Only internally, but process is same, like work like same, right? But no one can access. But internal communication purpose, if you have a 3 replicas, your cluster IP may send traffic any one of the pod. In the cluster IP service, if you enable node port, any one of the pod you can access. But finally, the request will go any one of the pod. If it is a cluster IP means internally, it will not allow external communication. If it is a node port means it will allow external communication. But finally, any one of the service, it is redirecting into any one of the pod. Is it clear or not? Now in this case, cluster IP also, node port also, load balancer also will work like a finally load balancer process. It will go any one of the pod. But based on the node port load balancer only, they can access external. If you are not given node port load balancer, no one can access from external, but still it will send traffic any one of the pod. What is a headless in this case? Headless means your application should communicate directly target a pod. Your application should communicate directly target read replica pod. Your application should directly target only master pod, MySQL.MySQL-0 only. That is for write operations. Read operations, MySQL-1. By default, I said, I already told you, right? Stateful set by default, 0 is master. In this case, if I use the headless, so if I use the service, for example, here, my application will communicate to where? Service only. This service will send your request any one of the pod of the target. This is problem again. That's what we are using headless service for stateful applications. Stateful set applications, which service we can use? Headless service. If you have only one replica, not multiple replicas, only deployment, in that case, can I use service or not? If these 2 points, you will get good knowledge on Kubernetes. Understand again question. My end 3 replicas are there. Can I use service cluster IP? No, we don't know which one is a master for your service. It will send by default. If I have only one pod in my target and no 1, 2, 3, 4, only MySQL 0. The reason I have deployed 2 deployment, not for stateful set. Even though stateful set, no problem. Even though stateful set, even though deployment, but you deployed only one pod, not for multiple pods. In this case, can I use service or not? Yes, I can use cluster IP also. Why? Only target one. There is no problem to send other pods here. In this case, if you deploy your MySQL application through deployment, we can use till service. If you can see here. So if I go here, let's come up from here, exist. Again, exit. If I exit from here, still pod will run in the Kubernetes. Not like Docker, it will exit. If you exit from the container from the Docker, it will stop the container. But here, not like that in the pod. Still, it will run. Okay. You can stop the pod also. kubectl stop pod, give the pod name, it will stop. We can kill also. Okay, anyway. If you can see here, okay, this is config and secret. Okay. So, okay, anyway. So this is MySQL, right? I mean, database pod, right? Database pod, definitely we should deploy it to stateful application only, stateful set process only. But I deployed deployment only. Why? Excellent. Is there any replicas? No. So there is no confusion here. So only one pod, that would be a master pod. Is that clear? Okay. So now it's go for ls cd back given ls cd headless ls vi MySQL. How many replicas are there? That's what stateful set here. 2 means deployment will not support. Deployment delete anything means it will give any one of the pod. In that case, definitely data inconsistency or application will not understand. So if you can see here, what would be the service here? Cluster IP, none. Headless. Now there is no head for this service, right? Cluster IP none means nothing is there. Now your application should communicate your target pod directly. In that case, we have to write DNS name. I will show you tomorrow how to communicate. Okay. So this is the clarification is very important. If you use the stateful set, if the multiple replicas are there, definitely we should use a cluster IP is none. What is headless service? Headless service, we are not going to provide service for multiple replicas for stateful set application. If you provide service means it will work like a load balancer. May it will redirect your request to master or read replicas. In this case, not recommended to use deployment. Definitely we should use the stateful set. It will create stateful set, same names MySQL 0, MySQL 1. To redirect the request, we should not use the cluster IP. If you use the cluster IP, may your target will go MySQL 0 or MySQL 1. So to avoid that, I'll just give cluster IP none. I'm not going to create any service. I will provide the communication internally, directly pod. I can directly communicate my application directly pod by using DNS configuration. I will show you tomorrow how to configure. Okay. This clarification is clear, right? What is headless when we can use now? So someone asked yesterday. So if I use replicas, how to configure cluster IP? So cluster IP should be none. So if I use cluster IP should be none for your stateless applications, it will not work, right? That's what stateless application. It's not maintain any state. It's not storing any data. That's what you can send. You can send request any one of the pod. Since all pods having same application, how can you say same application? All pods having same image. Is that clear now? Yeah. So this is important. So tomorrow I will finish it. RBAC and headless communication. Done. Enter Kubernetes. Okay. So the final end Friday. So I will show you the project and I will close the sessions. And Monday, I will give the entire material from day 1 to day 120. I have already prepared. So I will give the entire material along with the paints so that you can go through that. Yeah. Is that clear, online team? Yeah. Okay. So this identification is very important. The reason little advanced one this is. So if you are able to understand, we are good to go for the Kubernetes. That's all for today. Thank you so much. Bye.